Born in 1926, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor was not destined to be queen. At least not at first. As the elder daughter of the Duke and the Duchess of York, her life began in relative obscurity within the royal family. But history had other plans. In December 1936, her uncle King Edward VIII abdicated the throne in a storm of scandal, propelling her father George VI to kingship and Elizabeth to the role of her presumptive. At just 10 years old, she made a quiet promise to her father to carry the burden of the monarchy, whatever the cost. It was a vow that would shape her destiny. She was a child then, but her sense of duty was already profound, and it would only deepen during the dark days of World War II. While Britain fought for its survival, the young princess played her part. At 14, she delivered her first public address, comforting children evacuated from their homes. At 18, she donned a uniform and trained as a mechanic in the Auxiliary Territorial Service, a groundbreaking move for a royal. In 1952, the world changed again. While on a diplomatic tour in Kenya, Elizabeth received the devastating news. Her beloved father had passed. At 25, she was no longer just a daughter, a wife, or a mother. She was queen. Ascending the throne at just 25, following her father's death, Elizabeth faced the immense challenge of inheriting a nation recovering from war and a crumbling empire. Her coronation, the first to be televised, captured the imagination of millions. Here was a young woman bearing the weight of an ancient institution in a rapidly modernizing world. Over the decades, she would navigate crises from the decline of the British Empire to the tribulations of her family. Perhaps the greatest test of her reign came with the rise and the tragic fall of Princess Diana. The monarchy faced intense scrutiny, and for a moment it seemed out of touch with its people. But the Queen's measured response, her eventual public address, reminded the world of her humanity. She was not just a monarch, but a grandmother, a mother, grieving like so many others. And yet she endured. From her historic visit to Ireland to her steady hand during the COVID-19 pandemic, Elizabeth proved time and again that she was more than just a figurehead. She was a symbol of resilience, stability, and service. In 2022, the world celebrated her Platinum Jubilee, marking 70 years of unwavering dedication. Frail but smiling, she waved to her people one final time from the Buckingham Palace balcony, a moment etched in history. Just months later, on September 8, 2022, the Queen passed away at Balmoral Castle, her cherished Scottish retreat. Her death marked the end of an era. Operation London Bridge, the meticulously planned farewell, unfolded over 10 days of national mourning. The world watched as Westminster Abbey hosted her state funeral, a historic and deeply personal goodbye. She was the longest reigning monarch in the British history. Her legacy endures not only in the grandeur of the palaces or ceremonies, but in the quiet strength she carried every day of her life.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong.
She kept her promise, and for that the world will remember her.